Today you'll be writing equations of horizontal and vertical lines. The work is in IXL L17. When we look at x equal lines, those lines are vertical lines and go up and down. When we look at y equal lines, those are horizontal lines and those lines go left and right. Okay, so we can see the x equal lines go up and down, and the y equal lines are horizontal and go left and right. If you look at the word horizontal, it has the root word horizon in it, and that's like looking at the horizon and seeing the sun come up over the horizon. So we can say that the words horizon and horizontal are similar words. And that's one way to remember how the y equal lines are horizontal, because they're like the horizon. Okay, let's take a look at x equal lines. So if I write x equals 3, and I put a dot here, that dot is at 3 and 0. So you can see the x value at that point is 3. But what if I put a dot here? That point is 3 and 5. So you can also see the x value at that point is 3. Or, let's say I put a dot here. That point is 3 and negative 4. So the x value at that point is also 3. So what we can do is draw a line through those points, a vertical line, and we have to put arrows on the end of the line to show that it goes off in each direction infinitely. So the equation of that line is x equals 3 because all of the dots on that line are where x equals 3. Now we're going to take a look at y equal lines. And let's say y equals negative 2. If I put a dot here, that point is 0 and negative 2. You can see the y value there is negative 2. If I put a dot here, the value at that point is negative 4 and negative 2. You can also see that the y value at that point is negative 2. If I put a dot here, this point would be 7 and negative 2. So you can also see the value at that point, the y value at that point is negative 2. So what we can do is draw a line that goes through all of those points. Put an arrow on each end, and the equation for that line is y equals negative 2 because y equals negative 2 at every point on that line. Okay, let's take a look at some questions. Is the graph of the equation a horizontal or vertical line? Well, if you have a good memory, you'll know that the line is a vertical line just from memorizing. But let's think about what it might look like. If we draw this graph and I draw x equals 10 here, we would be able to draw a line through that and say that x equals 10 at every point on that line, and that line is a vertical line. Okay, let's take a look at this graph. So they're showing us this line here on the graph, and they want us to write an equation of the line. So if I take a look at some points on that line, I can say y equals 7 here, but y also equals 7 here, and y equals 7 here. So the equation of this line is y equals 7. And notice it's a horizontal line that goes off in each direction infinitely. Make sure to put those arrows on the end of the lines. Okay, one more question. Take a look at this graph. The line on this graph is here at y equals -4. So that would be your equation, y equals -4. Because y equals -4 here, y equals -4 here, and y equals -4 here, y equals -4 at all points on that line. Okay, so just in review, x lines are vertical and go up and down, and y equal lines are horizontal and go left and right. Your work today is an IXL L17.